Hello again. Today I'm here with a book tag. Catherine Benson tagged me in the positive book tag that was originally created by that Bookie. I will link her video and the original video in the description. Let's just get to the questions. First question. Pick a book with a positive meaning. For that question, I picked The Afterlife of Holly Chase because this is basically a Scrooge retelling which teaches you that you're never too late to change. I really enjoyed this book. I probably will be rereading it again at Christmas time because I did really enjoy it. So that is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. Next question. Pick a character who is always happy, sometimes annoyingly happy. For this question, I picked Aiko from the Lunar Chronicles. She is the android who is always happy in this book, in this series. I actually just finished reading this Crest book. I'm looking forward to reading Winter. I really am enjoying this series, and Aiko is a really fun character. So that's my answer to that question. Next question is pick a book that always makes you happy when you read it. For this question, I picked The Wonderful Wizard of Oz from the Wizard of Oz collection of books from L. Frank Baum. As you can see here, I actually am starting to annotate and read this book even more critically since it's in my Paul Reads book club for this month, and I am enjoying it even more, delving deeper into the book. And I really love this edition that I got from Barnes & Noble with the wonderful illustrations in here. But that is definitely a book that really is an enjoyable, fun read. That is The Wizard of Oz. Next question. Pick a book cover that makes you happy every time you see it. This is a book I actually just read this month that will be on my wrap-up. This is The Price Guide to the Occult. I really love the way this book looks and the way it feels, and it's a beautiful book. There was a point when I was thinking about doing the Booktubeathon, and I think one of the prompts was a book with a beautiful spine, and I was definitely going to pick this book as a book to read. And I enjoyed this book as well, so every time I look at this cover, I just love the way this cover feels and looks, and it's also a great book. That is The Price Guide to the Occult. Next question. Pick your favorite series of all time. This was pretty tough for me because there's a lot of good series I've read, especially since I started doing BookTube. A lot of cool series that I read. The Illuminate series, the Darker Shade of Magic series is really good. I like the Hatching series. But when I thought about probably my best series, I decided to go with the Sword of Truth series. This is just one of the books that I found in the Sword of Truth series. This is a epic fantasy series by Terry Goodkind. I actually only recently just finished the series, and I'm reading, I guess, like a continuation side series stories. There are about over a dozen books. I'm not exactly sure how many, but there are a ton of books for this series. Each book is one of these huge epic fantasy books. And while they're kind of derivative and kind of just general sword and sorcery fantasy, I just love them. I just love the world. I love the good and evil lines are pretty solidly written, and there's a lot of suspense and dark characters, and I just enjoy this series a lot. And since it is the largest one I think I've read, I totally think this would probably be my favorite series. So it would be the Sword of Truth series. Next question is, what type of books do you read to make you happy when you need to be cheered up? That's kind of a tough question because I kind of just read what I'm reading, and I just read all the time. And if I am upset or if I'm sad, I'll just delve into whatever I'm reading, whether it's horror or sci-fi or fantasy or YA or middle grade. I just usually just delve right into the book. So it's not a particular book that makes me happy as much as just the act of reading. But some kind of comfort books, I guess, I would read, or like the cozy mysteries I started reading. Those are kind of fun books to read. Middle grade is fun to read. I've been starting to enjoy the contemporaries a little bit more. Some of the YA contemporaries I've been reading are fun to read. But in general, it's pretty much anything. So anything I'm reading, I'll just, if I'm upset, just going into a different world, whether it's scary or fantastic or humorous, especially humorous sci-fi and humorous horror. I just love reading, so there's no particular books that I actually like. It's just reading in general just makes me happy. I think that's a good reason why I'm doing a booktube channel. Next question is, pick a person to buddy read with. Again, another tough question. I'm not really sure about the whole buddy read system, how I would do it or how it would work. That was actually one of the reasons I started the Paul Reads Book Club, because the way I set it up is I have like different sections. Like now, currently I have like 6 chapters. So it is kind of set up like a buddy read, broken up into different chapters. So everybody who's on the book club, once you guys read 6 chapters, jump onto my book club and definitely comment in that topic. And it's kind of like a buddy read, because we're going to be talking about the different topics, you know, section by section. We're going to be talking about this book. And as soon as I get to the actual first point of Wizard of Oz, I will be doing a comment on that. But that is basically how I buddy read, I guess, every month with my book club. And it's open to everybody, so there's no particular person I am looking forward to buddy reading with. So that's the answer to that question. Next question. Pick a character who has the shit end of the stick, but never lets it get them down. I had a tough time with this question. I wasn't really sure what to pick. Finally, I decided on Rishi from When Dimple Met Rishi, because I kind of felt sorry for this guy, especially in the beginning. He thought he was meeting his future wife, who had no clue that she was going to be his future wife, or was planning to be his future wife, and he was really excited about it, and then was randomly shot down, as this little picture shows, with him getting coffee thrown on him. But he persevered as far as just going with what she believed, and just kind of made the best of his time there, and it all worked out in the end. But I would say that Rishi was probably the one that didn't really have the best setup for meeting his girl, because he was led to believe something that wasn't true. So that's my choice for a person with the short end of the stick. Okay, pick a favorite character who started out bad but ended up good by the end of the book. For this one, I am picking Judas from Heart-Shaped Box. He was pretty much a really pathetic character in the beginning of this book, and he did become a character who was a lot more caring, compassionate type of character, who grew a lot in the short span that this book took place. So I'm definitely going to pick Judas from Heart-Shaped Box. Next question is, pick your favorite love story, since they can bring some positive light on things. Obviously, I don't read a lot of love stories, but I did just read a book this month that I really enjoyed, and that is Dear Rachel Maddow. This is a story about a girl who, for a school assignment, has to write a letter to Rachel Maddow, and the entire book is in letter format, because she continues to write to Rachel Maddow about what's going on in her life. She had a girlfriend that broke up with her at the beginning of the book. She does meet another girl in this book, and I did feel like the romance between her and the other girl was really cute. I really enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed this book, even though it's Rachel Maddow and she's known for her political left-leaning politics. This book, while it deals with politics, definitely doesn't attack any kind of Republican Democrat thing. It's a short little book that I really did enjoy, and again, I'll probably get into it more in my wrap up. But yeah, it's the love story in Dear Rachel Maddow. I did just really enjoy a cute, wonderful little romance, and that's my pick for this question. And of course, the last question is tag people. As I do with all my tags, I pretty much leave it open to everybody. I know this tag's been out for a while. I think it's been out since 2017. So if anybody likes this tag and wants to do it, feel free. And I want to thank Catherine again for tagging me in her book tags. I always enjoy doing her tags. And to everybody who's watching, thanks again for watching. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.